25 cents a piece.
Stop video.
For a little bit. Now, if you're recording, look out either this way or this way. You're going to see extending crosscuts on the way down, you guys, okay? Well, you can if you want to. It's kind of cool to do it. And I always tell people, well, your eyes will take a second to adjust. Now, if you guys are really feeling brave, try to look down You can see the whole way down, guys. Yep, there's an open grate right under our Alright guys, now welcome to the vertical mine shaft to the Molly Kathleen Gold Mine.
We understand.
Oh no, girlie.
Oh.
So right here is at the 300 level. You have 700 feet to go right now.
It only takes 2 minutes.
It only takes 2 minutes. You're dropping 500 feet a minute.
Wow. It doesn't feel like
Well, I'll be honest. These guides over here, every time you kind of feel a bump, they're pushing you in the right direction, but that's why we got such a nice that bump. Now we have a really nice ride for a little bit, and then it'll bump you again. But those guides are what makes it so nice to come down here. Now you guys, did they tell you that they would get 9 full-grown gentlemen in one of these?
No. I heard that.
Yep, it's a 9-man miner's stay. So we're pretty lucky. I don't know how many we have in here, but I have space to move around. So either all of you guys are really small, or we don't have a lot of people in here.
So do we go up the same way?
Absolutely, yep.
They got stairs, baby.
Yeah. Well, right over here, you see there's a series of ladders and landings. If you want to climb out, it only takes me about an hour and a half.
Okay, you can shade for it.
Oh,
So you get used to this air up high?
yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed, have your ears popped yet?
Not yet.
Well, all the time when I come down here, you drop 1,000 feet so quick, the pressure change, my ears are constantly popping, but yeah, a lot of people, if they have elevation sickness, they'll come down here and they'll feel way better, actually. All right, guys, look, you're already down here.
Oh, wow. That wasn't bad.
Now, welcome to the Molly Kathleen 10 level. So yesterday I only did it 4. During the peak of the season, we'll do it 7 or 8 times. So if you want to get up against that back wall, all right, welcome, guys.
Thank you.
I should probably let them off, huh?
Yeah.
All right. They might appreciate that. All right, you guys, and welcome to the Molly Kathleen 10 level. Yep, so you're officially 1,000 feet underground. You ever hear me? What was that, buddy?
It feels it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm right behind you. Don't worry about falling out. I won't let you fall. Absolutely. Now, if you want to, that's the only part that's kind of disorienting. All right, welcome. Gotta put your seatbelt in. Then teamwork. There we go. Really excited, and the scared ones, I'm always telling them, dude, I guarantee you can walk faster.
Not my age.
All right, guys, here we go. You need to make sure you don't stand up.
think that was the coolest thing in the world.
Isn't that right? Yay! It's like a roller coaster ride.
Good driving, good driving.
Well, thank God. We bolted down almost every morning, and then, yeah, almost every morning, right? Never falling off. But anyway, that little guy's slippery. I'm eating. If anybody wants to try him out, we take this almost every morning. You want to try it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold you in place then, because obviously he likes to go up and down. You want to get on there with him?
Well, how do I do that?
You just stand on the front or back. We usually get 3 people on here in the mornings. All right, you ready? Now your legs better be strong because it's tough going up. Oh, okay.
Really?
All right, you're strong. All right, ready? I'm gonna help you out. Bye, guys. Watch your noggin.
She's like,
And then when you want to come back, you just backpedal. But anyway, you guys, those are supervisors' bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Between the supervisor and the blacksmith, you couldn't find better jobs down here. Number one, you're getting paid really well, so $4 or $5 a day. And then, this is where I hate being macabre, but it's the truth. Longest life expectancy.
Yeah.
You had the least dangerous job down here. We always had very well. There was an 87-year-old who was doing this for 64 years of his life, just because he never got hurt down here and he was making really good money. So, isn't that cool? It's so funny. Well, I'm from Minnesota, and I was like, dude, why do you guys have an old tractor seat on this thing? Okay. Anyone else want to try it out? No?
You want to do it?
That's where people are either like standing in line or like absolutely not. The first time I was down here, I was like, I'm not touching that thing for a long time. I saw all the boys on it and I was like, okay, I guess.
Right.
But anyway, the supervisor and the blacksmith over here, guys. If anyone ever asks, those are the 2 jobs you want to do underground in a mine. So we're gonna go in that mineral room if you guys want to start going in there. All the kids, it's so funny. Some of the kids come down here and they're like, oh my God. Good for Halloween. Good for Halloween. And I want them to stay open for Halloween. They never do because people get too spooked out down here the years they have stayed open.
Oh, really?
Such is life. Well, because we messed with them those years too, so. But anyway, guys, one of the worst jobs, just in my opinion, you could have, you were hand shoveling all day, every day. That's $3 a day. But get this, you had a quota to meet. If you think the shoveling's bad enough, your boss would fully expect that you fill up a 1-ton ore bucket every hour. Now, if you couldn't do that, automatically fired just like that, you'd have to go find a new job somewhere else. But remember, I said we have 500 mine shafts in the district. If you got fired here, walk down the street, you'd find another job right away. So
So they took it up in those carts?
So, I'll be honest, we didn't have a lot of money in our mine. A lot of the more expensive and a lot more profitable mines. So we came down 2 haulage compartments. We had the haulage compartment and then we have the manway in our shaft. We always brought up the ore the same way we came down. But a lot of the really expensive, fancy places, they had a manway, they had the haulage compartment for people, and then they had an ore way too. So, but I'll be honest, we never had that because we were very poor. Such is life, right? But everything came up the same way we came down, you guys. And they would come in about ore skips about this size. When you get up back to the surface, if you look behind the head frame, all that metal holding us in while we're coming down, you'll see a big yellow bucket hanging off to the side. That's an ore skip. So that's what the ore would come up in. And before the 50s and 60s, if you thought that cage wasn't a very nice ride on the way down, they used to ride the ore skips back up. So it was just a
Oh,
big
you
bucket.
missed that?
Oh, shucks. Yeah, M. Shaw does hold us to a standard.
So is the rock so hard down here you don't need any timber shoring or anything?
You are very good. Yeah, this is one of the strongest rock compositions in the world.
Okay.
Is pipe. This is kind of funny, guys. He couldn't even keep up to the other hand muckers. He kept getting fired from underground in these mines because he wasn't strong enough. So he went off and tried boxing, and within a couple of years, he was a heavyweight to the world. So I always just think if Jack Dempsey can't cut it down here, I don't even want to know how tough you'd have to be just to make it through. But now I told you we're gonna get compressed steam, right? life is really good, because one of these rocker shovels, as soon as they hook up compressed steam in the district, well, as soon as we get electricity to get the compressed steam, we started using, these are called rocker shovels. Now, one of these is gonna fill up an ore bucket every 5 minutes as opposed to every hour. So, everybody, it's gonna get noisy. I gotta show you the rocker shovel really quick.
Okay,
Cover your ears on up.
all right.
You're gonna wish you did if you don't.
Got my hearing aids.
Now I gotta tell you, because a lot of people are usually like, hey, why didn't you fill that whole thing up? Because one of those buckets, if you would fill that up about 15 times, it would fill up one of these, right? I gotta tell you, I have to take out everything I put in, so I don't. Otherwise, this thing, I'll be honest, if we let this thing go, it takes me about 15 minutes to fill it up when it's this full, and I don't want to do that in the morning, so I'll just do it on the tour. All right. Yep, and just keep following me, we're gonna keep going.
Oh, my God.
Where are you guys from?
Oklahoma, Kansas,
Florida.
Missouri.
Talking about how they would find high-grade gold ore veins? Yeah. This is how they would chase them. We have hundreds of these in the district. Now, this is the only one you'll ever be able to see, just because all the other ones are miles away from here, and we only have the only working hoist in the district, but yep, stope rats, like that gentleman up there, they were always the highest paid miner about. Yep, you see that creepy mannequin? Look.
How high does that go up that shaft?
Pokes through the surface, buddy.
Oh, really?
Yup, it pokes, so if you guys are leaving the, if you're leaving our parking lot today, you can either turn right or left on that gravel road. If you look up that hill above the gravel road, there's a giant plateaued mound of dirt. It's about 4th ways up the hill off to the right, and that's where the Queen Bess pops out of. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's like
You see, yeah, your safety come on.